All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Dega. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Oh, the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series. A little Superspeedway action in store for you tonight. It's Talladega Superspeedway, race number 6 of the season. We are past the halfway mark, and it's a 70-lap race here tonight. It's Dega, man. A lot of people can win this race. We have a lot of drivers out here tonight, but there's only going to be one winner and a lot of losers. Who's going to be in winner's circle tonight, victory lane? There's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, you know what you get at super speedways, man. Could be a massive pile-up somewhere tonight. We hope not. Everybody wants to finish this race and finish in a good position. Let's get this party started, boys and girls. It's live. All right, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Got a good one here for you tonight. A little Talladega Superspeedway. And I'm your host, Heath Johnson, the broadcaster commentator here at TurnLeftTV and owner of High Octane Racing League. 70-lap race here today to Talladega Superspeedway. And we know what we get here, man. Could be a really great race, could be a little bit of a disaster, or maybe somewhere in between. Wait a minute, I just covered everything. It's round number 6, and I'm excited about this. A lot of guys really like Talladega and these superspeedways, so got a lot of guys from different racing backgrounds out here mixing it up tonight. And we have flag-to-flag coverage right here on TurnLeftTV for you. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, or maybe just to practice on whenever you want, or maybe just hosting some pickup races and so forth, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. Also, if you want a website or online store, VPS hosting, shared web hosting, also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. And that's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net and also our website. So please join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. We have a quick link to our Discord server. That's where the magic happens. You want to see who's running what throughout the week? You can click on those links at the top and follow those series pages. Also, if you want to see who's running what to rFactor 2 times, quick link there and a quick link to TurnLeftTV. Thanks for coming in and joining us here at High Octane Racing. And please visit HighOctaneRacing.net. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, race number 6. They'll be at Charlotte Motor Speedway for a 110-lap race. And again, halfway through that series with Charlotte. And racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Saturday Night Thunder, great Cup Series, open setup series on Saturday nights. High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be in action tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, race number 2 of the season, and will be at Laguna Seca. 60-minute race, And, man, this is going to be great. Just finished the car set with a new update and brand new cars out on the track. And this is going to be a fun one. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's tomorrow, February the 11th. Take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Of course, we're at Talladega tonight for a 70-lap race. Next week, we'll be at Lucas Oil Raceway, 140 laps. So we're definitely on the back half of this season. Great short track on February the 17th. Phoenix Raceway, the Busted Knuckles 125 to honor Lauren Stoppelworth. This will be our third Busted Knuckles 125 to honor the memory of Lauren Stoppelworth. 125 laps there on February the 24th. We'll have some prizes, and whoever wins that race will get a prize as well. Kansas Speedway on March the 3rd and Atlanta Motor Speedway on March the 10th to finish out the season. And that's the remainder of the back half of the season, starting tonight here at Talladega. Take a look at the track here at Dega. Who is a race fan that doesn't know Talladega? 2.6 miles, almost 2.7 miles in length, 4.28 kilometers. Banking in the turns. Turns 1 and 2 at 33 degrees, 3 and 4, 32.5 degrees or so. In the tri-oval, a fair amount of banking there, 16.5, and on the backstretch, 3 degrees of banking. Man, you could almost drive this track with your eyes closed, but you add 26 cars, 27 cars out here, you better keep your eyes open and your head on a swivel here at Dega, because this thing will reach out and bite you. Wrecks here, big. So we're trying to keep everybody in the race here tonight. And that's Talladega hitting you in the face right here tonight on TurnLeftTV. I want to say thank you for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there in sim racing world. Appreciate you being here. Peace to everybody. Hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to smash the bell and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Also, down in the description of my race here tonight, there are some links I'd like you to follow. There's a Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals link. We send donations there. We raised about $3,000 for them, that charity so far. Also, I have the Sim Labs website there. I'm an affiliate through them. If you'd like to buy a sim rig, please use my link. I appreciate that. And if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, there's a PayPal link at the top of the banner of TurnLeftTV channel. Thanks to all those folks who have subscribed. And again, share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine. Looks like we are in the qualification session. Take a look at Sean Jacobs here in quals. '24 car, one of our Pennsylvania drivers, located in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Vulcan's sponsored machine. It's a long time to get around this joint, so this is his out lap. Looks like now he is in his qual lap. All brown the first time there, 52.944 for the 77 car. This Hughes now jumps to the top of the grid. 2.566 for the 7 car. Preston Hassel up there, lodging a time. Here we go. Sean Jacobs in this first lap. Let's see where he's at. Like a little bit maybe off the pace there in the first two sectors. And that start-finish line after the exit of pit lane at 52.974 for Sean Jacobs. Right now, 11th on the grid. A little work for him to do. Take a look at Craig Marizon here in the 60 car. Right now, 8th on the grid. See what that second lap does for him. A little bit slower there in those first two sectors. Got a little makeup to do here. 52.412 for Craig Marizon. Ed Palumbo in the 54 Mellow Yellow sponsored Chevy Camaro in his qualification attempt. Tim Lansbury, the new top time, 52. Now Jacobs back up there. That second lap was fast for Jacobs. 52.279. Here we go. Let's see where he lands. 52.318. Or Palumbo, 6th on the grid. Archie Vietta here in the 4 car. Down the backstretch here for Archie Vietta in the 4. NASCAR BR sponsored Chevy Camaro. Here he is. Oh, looks like he's finished up his quals. 52.279 is the top time here so far. Dan Richter in the 65 car. Boom Boo Rum sponsor machine. Go for Dan Richter. 53.225 for Dan Richter. It's like a 24th on the grid there for him. Looks like he's got another lap in him. The 65 car. Ford Mustang. A little TurnLeftTV action on that side of that car as well. We'll take a look here. Dan Richter's second lap. 52.891 for the 65 car. It's like Jesus Iglesias. Jesus Barbecue Iglesias right now, 12th on the grid. He might have finished up his 2 laps here, but let's see what we got for Jesus. Looks like he has finished up his second lap, so he's still out on the track. Lucas Infiniter electing not to pit. He's going to start in the 27th position, it looks like. Take a look at that. That top 10 loaded with Chevys. Got a Ford up there in second, Toyota in 10th, and the rest of them are Chevys. So it looks like qualifications At least all the guys have gone out here for quals, so that will do it for the qualifications, and we'll give you the results once they officially end. And I want to say thank you so much for coming in and visiting us here on TurnLeftTV. Let's get this party started. All right, welcome back here to TurnLeftTV. We have the qualification results for you. Sean Jacobs earns the pole with a 52.279. Tim Lansbury starts outside row 1. Row 2 will be Gordon Carter, Arthur Vieira. Row 3, Todd Robillard, Ed Palumbo. Row 4 would be Paul Brown and Franco Alvarez. Williams Tiago and Dan Chesmore will start in row 5. Row 6 will be Dan Richter and Jesus Iglesias. Jim Willis, Craig Marizon in row 7. Josh Brink and Dana Grover in row 8. Row 9 would be Preston Hassel, Eugene Fedorov. Paulo Chachalowski, Dennis Udichin will start in row 10. Row 11 will be Elijah Hooper and Chris Hughes. Alexei Salviev in the and Yogi Persetio will start in 23rd and 24th. Givaldo Spindler 25th, Gilmar Peixoto 26th, and Lucas Sifner will start in 27th. And again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. This is Talladega tonight, man. Broadcast director here, commentator Heath Johnson joining you live right here tonight, bringing you flag-to-flag coverage, and it's round number 6 of the season. 70-lap race, and it's going to be a fun one. High Octane Racing League Saturday Showdown Series will be back in action on 18th of February. We had a little bit of a problem with the Daytona race in the first one on 4 February, so we're going to run that one over again, a little do-over. 80-lap race from Daytona coming up on February the 18th, and that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Getting a good turnout there of a lot of European guys that like to race stock cars, and they're going to come out and run with us in this 6-race season. Season standing is coming into tonight's race. Craig Marizon, 167 points, just 2 points ahead of Sean Jacobs, is our leader. Ed Palumbo sets in third. Dana Grover fourth. Great season here for Dana Grover. And he has a chance of maybe sneaking up there and stealing a championship here as we start the back half of this series. Tied for fifth will be Tim Lansbury and Alexei Salvia. Dennis Uderson sets seventh. Lucas Sifter eighth. Ninth is Gordon Carter and Arthur Vieta rounding out the top 10. Take a look at that 11th through 20th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. not here tonight, at least so far. So he'll take a little bit of a hit in points. I know he does a lot of, he's a musician and he's playing some samba music, so he's not here tonight so far. Ritsky Novar sits 12th, Franco Alvarez 13th, Eugene Fedorov 14th, Jim Willis 15th. Preston Hassel is 16th, Todd Robillard 17th, Paul Brown 18th, Chris Hughes 19th, and Jesus Iglesias rounding out the top 20. Take a look at P21 through P30. Some of these guys part-time racers. And then we'll see we've had 38 drivers this season. So there's P31 through P38. We're going to add to that number too. We got some newer drivers out here tonight joining us for the first time. So adding to the mix. Right now in the warm-up session, got a 6-minute warm-up session. Take a look at the Josh Brink here in the 2X car, or excuse me, the 2 car, followed by the 22. A lot of 2s there, huh? That's Jesus Iglesias behind him. Take a look at Franco Alvarez. Sorry about that. And he is running in this pack. On board here with, looks like actually Chris Hughes running here. I said Franco Alvarez. This is Chris Hughes on board here with him. An idea of what it's like to run around here at full song in traffic. A little bit of traffic here anyway. And how quickly you can come up on some traffic. And hopefully everybody behaves here tonight, especially in traffic. You see that 47 car just ahead. That is Denis Uderchin, one of our Ukrainian drivers. He lives in Kharkiv, Ukraine. Coming out here to race with us. It's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for him. He's dedicated, man. Dedicated. He's had some times where he's had to leave because they've been missile strikes and so forth in his town. So we definitely think about Dennis, check on him quite often. He races with us in the GT3. He races with us in the Saturday Night Thunder as well. He's racing with us in the Showdown Series. Just living his life. And one of the nicest guys out there on the track, and that is for sure. Take a look at Lucas Sifner here, the 21 car. And Sean Jacobs there running side or nose to tail. We'll step on the gas. Another driver here joining us. Looks like we have 28 drivers now. Ritsky Novar just joined. Hopefully we keep our fingers crossed. Everything is okay here tonight. About 2 minutes left in the warm-up session before we get the command to start the engines. And again, I want to remind you, we'll be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for race number 2 of the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. This is going to be a big one, man. Official content, brand new car set. Thanks so much to Will Dunbar and all of his hard work in getting this car set out. There was an update with the new cars yesterday, and this guy worked tirelessly last night and today getting the car set ready to go. We've got it, and we're ready to launch tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Laguna Seca, fun track to broadcast a race from. I don't particularly like the track and driving the track, but a lot of guys really do and expect a big field for race number 2 in this High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. And you don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Checking on our side-by-side view, make sure that's working. It is. Yeah, don't forget tonight, this is Talladega Superspeedway, race number 6 of the season. Looks like these guys are going to wait for somebody to come back here and getting kicked. So 70-lap race here at Dega tonight. Race number 6 of the season. And this should be a fun one, man. Keep your fingers crossed. Everybody drives with a little bit of sense in their head here tonight. waiting on one driver who got dropped. Waiting on him to return. I'm going to want to remind you the Saturday Night Thunder coming up tomorrow at 9 p.m. right here in this time slot on Saturday. It's race number 6. It will be at Charlotte for a 110-lap race. This is a great Open Cup Series season, or series, I should say. Saturday Night Thunder, been around for a long time, over 20 years. We're looking at about 22 years this series has been in action. And we're on the back half of that season. You see Charlotte, Nashville, Atlanta, Martinsville, Phoenix, and Indy on the schedule there on the back half. And we're going to be racing at Charlotte tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for race number 6 of the season in the Saturday Night Thunder. So looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Get this party started. All right, the starting order here tonight. Sean Jacobs starts in P1. Tim Lansbury, the 82, starts second. Gordon Carter, the 56, starts in the third position. Archie Vieta starts in fourth. Starting in fifth will be Todd Robillard. Ed Palumbo starts sixth. Paul Brown will start in the seventh position. Franco Alvarez starts in the eighth spot. Starting in ninth will be Williams Thiago. Dan Chesmore starts 10th. Dan Richter starts in the 11th position. Jesus Iglesias starts in P12. Starting in the 13th position will be Jim Willis. Craig Marizon starts 14th. Josh Brigg 15th. Dana Grover starts in the 16th position. Starting in the 17th spot will be Preston Hassel in the 27. Eugene Fedorov in the 84 starts 18th. Paulo Chachalowski starts 19th. Dennis Udichin starts in 20th. Starting in 21st will be Elijah Hooper in the 6th. Chris Hughes starts in the 22nd position. Alexei Salviev starts 23rd. And Yogi Persetio starts in the 24th spot. Starting in 25th will be Givaldo Spindola. Jomar Peixoto 26th. Lucas Hinford 27th. And Ritsky Novar in the 10 car starts in 28th. Take a look at my keys to the race here tonight. Limit the aggression. There's just settle in, man. Settle in. Limit that aggression. Find a place to run, high line, low line, and stay there and limit that aggression. Make good pit stops, man. If you have these pit stops under green, you're going to have to pit with somebody. Find a buddy. Work the draft, man. When it's time to go, start working that draft a little bit. Leave yourself a little bit of room between you and the car in front of you. And don't forget, you're going to have to make some frenemies tonight. Be able to race with some guys that you don't normally race with, work with guys you don't normally work with to be able to win this race. Those are my keys to the race here tonight at Talladega. So only one formation lap, so the pace car lights are out, and we're getting it going here already. So pace car's off. Here we go. Green flag here at Dega. Sean Jacobs and Gordon Carter 1-2. Robillard in third. Take a look at Todd Robillard here in the 90 car. Running again P3 just behind Gordon Carter. That high line starting to work there as you see Tim Lansbury on the high line being pushed by Arthur Vieta. That's starting to work there on the high line. Out of line a little bit is that 4 car. Now going 3 wide here early on. Lansbury. A little bit of 3 wide action might not be the best idea. They're going to pull it off. 3 wide already here before we get to the start-finish line to complete lap 1. Take a look at Paulo Chasalowski right now running in the 13th position. Back in a little bit of a pack here. Starting to get things straightened out. He had to fall into the back. He is dropping like a fly right now. Arthur Vieta in that 14 car. Now falling back, and he finds a play to tuck in. They are 3 wide. Behind is the 83 and the 54 swapping some paint. Take a look at the 54, Ed Palumbo. Trying to find a way to get down behind that 83 car. He does. And Iglesias drops behind. Big single file run here. Big single file run now as Sean Jacobs leader. We finally got that sorted out, at least for now. These guys feel like they want to try to get something going on the high line. Looks like the low line the place to be right now. Got 1 car off the pace a little bit. That might be Gilmar Peixoto, who has lost the draft in that 3X machine. So Jacobs is our leader. Take a look at Givaldo. He's up on the high side trying to find a way to get back down in line. A little bit of room there from Jesus to let Givaldo sneak in. And looking out of the back of his car, we take a look at Jesus Iglesias in the 20th position. '21 is going to the high side here to see if he can make some moves. And he might not be going anywhere. He's got Fedorov up there helping him. So 21 and the 84 are working on the high line to see if they can't get something started here. Right now, everybody's sort of being pretty calm for the most part. That first lap was a little dicey there, but calm for the most part right now. So Lucas Ifter now falling to the back. He and Fedorov have to tuck in. And they're going to tuck in behind Craig Marizon, who's in the 23rd position. Ritsky Novar and Yogi Presentio also back here running in 26th and 27th, the 95 and the 10. Novar in the 10 car running in P27. We got a yellow flag here. We'll see what we got here at for the caution flag. 60 car. Oh, these guys check it up. Oh, the 60 car barreling through. 60 car barreled through there and got into. It looked like they might have been 4 wide. And Grover was involved. We'll take a look here as you see they get checked up right there. I said leave some space in front of the car in front of you. Checked up right there. A little contact between the 89 And then Marizon does not get out of the gas. They go 3 wide. And then contact there. Is Dana Grover involved as well. So there was a big checkup. Take a look here as Dana Grover. And then, man, the Marizon goes plowing through. Grover he got hit. So right here, it looks like they're 4 wide almost. Marizon down to the inside, 3, 4 wide right there. Grover gets tagged by the 47, trying to miss the 60. And then right there, it gets turned. And then right there, you can see Givaldo comes spinning across as well. Well, board here with Marizon. He goes kind of plowing up through there and then gets hit. Setio off the pace, so something's happened to him. Setio got caught in this as well, I believe. Oh, man, he tagged. So Setio tagged. Look at this, he's trying to get through, and then 47 car comes around, and Persetio hits hard and loses the front of his car. Take a look at this again. Persetio nowhere to go here as he's trying to get through. Hits Unichin. 10 car able to get through that. So, well, those guys, lots of damage. Lots and lots of damage. So it looks like 24, Sean Jacobs is the leader. Gordon Carter running in second, Robillard third. Paul Brown in fourth. Williams Tiago is in fifth. So first caution flag, hopefully the only one we have tonight. Now it looks like Gordon Carter going to start on the outside line. '90 car Todd Robillard, that new paint scheme, that Sunoco paint scheme, running in the third position. Paul Brown in fourth. Williams Tiago in his first race back, running in the fifth position. Jim Willis is in sixth. Green's going to come out this time by. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. Side by side, here's the 56 car. Has a good run here. Gordon Carter, that high place sponsored Chevy Camaro. Up on the outside, got the Ukrainian colors flying for that car, it looks like. 2 cars out of the race. We are on lap 11. Paul Brown, a little bit of shove there into that 56 car. That bottom line starting to move now as a 24 inch back ahead, the 90. Todd Robillard in the second position, the 2X. Josh Brink running in P3. Take a look at Josh Brink running in the third spot. We're taking a look at that the 2 car. Sorry about that. Josh Brink, Williams Tiago running in the 2X. Josh Brink in the 2 car. And his, what's that, about third race out here for us? Third, fourth race out. And here he is in the 4th position. How about Jim Willis in that Black Rifle Coffee Company machine? He's running in P13. He's just had a high line, man. They're starting to fall back a little bit. Jim Willis running in P12. On board here with Jim Willis as you see the 77 Dirty Mo sponsored Chevy Camaro. Paul Brown just ahead. 83 of Franco Alvarez on the inside behind that 54 car. There's on that bottom line. You see the oscillating there a little bit as the high line gets a little bit of a run and then the low line gets a run. And then the high line. Look at Preston Hassel here in the 27. They're starting to think about going 3 wide there. You got to be careful on that. Preston Hassel in the 27 car. Looking out of the back of his machine, you see Ritsky Novar and Dana Grover. Ritsky running from Indonesia. You see a little bit of, maybe a little bit of jostling back and forth there in the turns. But so far, pretty good connection there for Ritsky. Ritsky right now running in the 21st position. As we're taking a look at the 27 car. Preston Hassel in 18th. Sean Jacobs, man, he loves the super speedways, and he is leading the field as the 90 car. Sunoco-sponsored Camaro just behind him. Got a couple Camaros up there running nose to tail. Josh Brink running in P4. Just behind him is the 8X of Dan Chesmore. Chesmore in the Toyota. Elijah Hooper running in the 6X machine as well. Elijah running in 6X. He is in the 6th position. Martin Vieira running in P7. Ed Palumbo 8th. Alvarez in 9th. And Craig Marizon in the top 10 in that 60 car. What these guys want to do, man, is get settled in here and get to the caution, or excuse me, get to the green flag pit stops. Start figuring it out from there. Take a look at Chris Hughes here in the 7 car, running behind Paulo Chachalowski. Chris Hughes running in some GT3 series racing as well, periodically. Behind him is Dan Richter in the Boom Boom Rum sponsored Mustang. Richter is running in the 15th position. Lansbury back there in that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. He is running in P16. So nose to tail right now. As hopefully these guys get the green flag pit stops and kind of spread out this field just a little bit. Paul Brown here dropping back in that Dirty Mo sponsor machine. 77 car now behind Gordon Carter. Excuse me, Dana Grover. I take that back. Dana Grover in the 89 running in 17th. '21 car, Lucas Sifner tucking in the 19th spot behind Paul Brown. Take a look at Lucas Sifner. Jim Willis in the 20th spot behind him. It was a nice thing with the tags there over the top of the car in front. It would be nice if it would fall behind that car. That'd be great. A little bit of work in progress with Studio 397. Big news from Studio 397 too, by the way, is that they have changed it where you do not or will not have to own all of the content. Like in the GT3 series, you won't have to own all 10 cars to race in a GT3 series race. And if you're spectating, you won't have to own any of the content, except for maybe the track. So that's great, man. Guys will be able to race, buy the Ferrari, and be able to race in a GT3 series event with all the other 9 manufacturers and not have to worry about having to purchase that content as well. Finally making that move. That's awesome. All aboard here with Chris Hughes running on the high line. These guys may be starting to work that high line. Right now he's out there, the lone soldier. But Dan Richter moving up to the high line now. See if they can't get something started. Take a look at Todd Robillard here in the 90. Ultra Sunoco sponsor machine. Nice looking paint scheme. I should know. I did that paint scheme. This always bothers Will whenever I do this here. Let's take a look at that. Oh, man. A little bit of a bump there for the 2X car. Take a look at that paint scheme there. That throwback scheme for Todd Robillard. Broadcaster, commentator, race car driver, league owner, and painter. Take a look at Dana Grover here in that 89 car. That Trax VR sponsored Toyota. Dana pays to go to a race center there, Trax VR Race Center, and race with us every week, multiple times a week actually. So we appreciate that, and shout out to Trax VR for providing these guys a place to race when they don't have a computer of their own. It's going to be a little bit little expensive. Paulo Chapchalowski leading this group. He is running in the 13th spot, so we see that kind of stretch out a little bit. Looks like Gilmar Peixoto in a 3X car down on the apron. So Peixoto on the apron in the 3X, maybe off pit sequence. Tuck it back in. And Chapchalowski leading this charge here in the 94. See the 65, the 82, the 89. Paul Brown also in this mix. Ritsky Novar, Lucas Sifner, Jim Willis, Preston Hassel. All in this mix. As those guys hopefully going to work together to try to get back up here to challenge those guys. See Fedorov there off the pace a little bit in that 84 car. So it must have been a big checkup there we missed. Fedorov now running in the 23rd position. That front group. Front pack looks like it is somewhere around 12 cars. Gordon Carter, the back end of this train, I believe. Take a look at Gordon Carter here in the 56 car. That back pack, if they get organized, they can close in on this front pack. And they do seem like they might be making some headway. Sean Jacobs, large and in charge of the 24 car. That pack does seem like it is starting to close in a little bit. Go on board here with Chapsolowski, and you look ahead at that group there. Just behind him is Dan Richter. Chapsolowski starting to close in on these guys. Put to the right camera. It's like Dennis Schuderchin, sorry for his problems here tonight. He got caught up in that wreck. Big time damage there for him. And he's saying, good luck, Gordon. Let's go to win. So he's rooting for Gordon Carter. Gordon right now running in the 12th position. Will D leading up our effort to monitor the chat between he and myself. Taking care of business in the chat. Encourage you to come out and chat it up with us. Hear about racing. We love to talk about racing in the TurnLeftTV chat. Robillard in second. Tiago having a good night here, running in the third position. Josh Brink fourth, and Elijah Hooper running in the fifth position. So some new faces, new names up front here at Talladega. And Chesmore running in sixth. Salviev, haven't talked too much about Alexei Salviev. He's running that 72 car. One of our great drivers. He's running from Eastern Europe, maybe Western Asia, that Russia area, I believe. 72 car. Alexei, what a great, a driver, and really no matter what he gets in, he does great with the GT3 car. He's a great IndyCar driver. Really nice guy. Has a lot of great suggestions for us as well. A little good advice from the 72, and Alexei does a great job when he's out here on the track, man. Very, very calm driver. Has a great sense. Will Dunbar chatted up here about the GT3 tomorrow. Laguna Seca and the new tire model. I think we might have a huge field of that one too, man. We might see 25, 30 drivers at Laguna Seca tomorrow, man. And it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As we watch Alexei Salviev into 72. Right now, Alexei running in P7. Good run here for him. This is the way these guys should be running, man. It's a nice settle in, let these pit stops work out. You see, we've strung out the field a little bit. Now we can relax. Salviev going to the high side. Seeing if he can make some moves here as the 8X down on that bottom side. That's Dan Chesmore, the 8X machine. Salviev has a little help. Oh, man, they get together just a little bit, maybe. As now Vienna's going to slip in that spot. Vienna gets by, and now Salviev gambled. And now falling back here at that 72 car. He's going to fall in and get in line. So paid a little bit of a price, not a huge price for that situation. We're starting to see them getting a little racy here in this second pack. Chachalowski, the 94 on the bottom side. 3-car run right there. Ritsky Novar leading that high side here in pack number 2. He's got Dana Grover. It's the second time I've done that. Dana Grover in the 89 up on the high side helping him. So Ritsky Novar wanting to try to get this high side going, but it looks like the 94, the 65, and the 82 have other things in mind. Lansbury in the 82 car, Skyline Chili Ford Mustang, trying to clear that 10 car, and he does. It looks like maybe Novar in the 10 might tuck in. No, actually looks like Lansbury goes to the high side. Maybe going to try to play both sides there, and he does go back down, bottom side. And it looks like Dana Grover's going to follow him through. Novar now kind of out there in no man's land. And Lucas Siffler just behind him as we see Novar tuck it in. So a little race in there to make things a little interesting in pack number 2. As Sean Jacobs continuing to lead. A lot of laps here as we approach halfway. 30 laps in, just one caution flag. There's 2 cars out of the race. Dennis Shunichin and Yogi Persetio. And we're hearing some word that maybe we're going to see some pit stops here. This 24 and the 90 both indicating they're going to be coming down pit lane. So getting some pit stops here underway. This is where it can be a little interesting, man, as guys start choosing lanes when they pit. Watching Sean Jacobs coming down pit lane as Williams-Tiago stays out on the track. So we got some guys making pit stops here. Sean Jacobs on pit lane. As Williams-Tiago is our leader. Take a look at that Sunoco sponsor machine of Todd Robillard on pit lane. Williams-Tiago up on the on the left side there as you see the 90 car finishing up his pit stop. Coming back out on track. Sean Jacobs also coming back. Those guys need to get hooked up there so they can draft together. So here on lap 32, the front runners coming down pit lane. Some more pitting going on. Looks like Chesmore on pit lane. And getting word that Todd Robillard has a speeding penalty. Oh, my heavens, man. Devastating here. Chesmore has a speeding penalty as well. So the 90 car is going to have to come back down pit lane. He's kind of waiting for, maybe hopefully a caution flag. So pit stops stringing out the field a little bit. Got some guys that are staying out. Maybe a little afraid to come down pit lane this early. Chesmore in the 23rd position. That 8X car has a speeding penalty. See Sean Jacobs now going to go a lap down. So the 90 car coming through to do a drive-through penalty. The 90 of Todd Robillard. As we see the 2X going around Todd Robillard. Robillard serving his drive-through penalty. As we're starting to see the front runners here coming down pit lane as well. The 2X on pit lane. So Williams Tiago tucking into his pit stall, taking service. Ed Palumbo is our leader. The 4 of Art Vieta running in second. Those guys going to be coming down pit lane, I believe. So a lot going on here. Busy, busy time. Chachalowski, Hooper, and Hughes on pit lane. As the 54 coming off the track to come down pit lane. And that's going to give the race lead to the 4 car. 24, Sean Jacobs tucking in. He is 1 lap down, but the 4 car does have to make a pit stop. Alvarez in the 83. Haven't talked too much about Franco Alvarez in the 83 car. Alvarez now getting around using the draft from the 24 as the 4 car peeling off the track to come down pit lane. Art Vieta coming down pit lane here on lap 36. Busy, busy pit lane. You see the 77, the 89, also the 27 on pit lane. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Jim Willis on pit lane. Preston Hassel finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. And I think Preston Hassel said he actually missed his pit stall, and he's going to have to come back around. Can he make it? He says he's going to run out of fuel, he thinks. We're on board here on the right side screen. Preston Hassel. And he's saying that he may not have enough fuel to make it around. Preston Hassel may have missed his pit stall. Preston Hassel slow on the track. Can he make it around the pit lane? He probably will, as Franco Alvarez is our leader. Marizan is in second. Can Preston Hassel's engine is shut off. Can he coast to pit lane? Preston Hassel, the 27, coasting. Preston Hassel diving down pit lane here. Engine is off. He missed his pit stall, came back out on track, and now taking service. Devastating blow there for Preston Hassel, as you see the 68 car tucking into his pit stall. That is Givaldo Spindola in the 68. 84 on pit lane. The 27 getting a full tank of fuel this time, and now coming back out on track. As we're watching Franco Alvarez, our leader, here on lap 39. Drama unfolding here at Dega. Alvarez the leader. Marizan in second. Lansbury third. Richter in fourth, Lansbury in third, but running just a little bit back there, about 2.5 seconds back. Take a look at Lansbury and Richter. 21, Lucas Simpfner running in a pack. We got some lap down cars with these guys as well. '82 and a 65, both peeling off the track to come down pit lane. 65, a little fast there for him. Dan Richter, a little fast, almost missed the entry to pit lane, as he now peels off into his pit stall. Alvarez the leader in the 83. The 60 of Craig Marizon in second. Lucas Sniffer is in third. Lansbury fourth. Richter is in fifth. Now you see the front runner, Franco Alvarez, coming down pit lane. He and Craig Marizon pitting together. Definitely want to find a partner to pit with. Lucas Sniffer now assumes the race lead here in the 21 car. Here on lap 42, we have had some drama. I told you in the pre-race show that if we could get some green flag run here and green flag pit stops, it'll string out the field a little bit. Everybody be able to relax somewhat. Pit stops adding some drama. Lucky dog position right now is Artur Vieira in the 4 car. He is running behind the 21. He is in the 10th position in the lucky dog spot. Take a look at Josh Brink in the 2 car going on the high side. Tim Lansbury and Dan Richter. Josh Brink now moving up to P11. Tim Lansbury tuck it in. Trying to hold on to the back end of those guys. On board here with Lansbury. It looks like he is on the back end of that 2 car now. So good news there for Tim Lansbury. Dan Richter working with him. So now Josh Brink trying to get around and maybe get a lap back the old-fashioned way. Take a look at Dan Richter here, and take a look at Gordon Carter in this 56 car. New paint scheme here for him, working with Sean Jacobs. Does look like Lucas Sniffer has come down pit lane here. We were running a little bit behind there, but Sniffer on pit lane. And looks like he might have finished up his pit stop here in the 21. Coming back out. Sniffer topping off with fuel. Now making it back out on the track. Doesn't have a drafting partner. A little bit of a problem there for the 21 car. He is the leader. As Franco Alvarez going to come around at full song. This guy's going around Chris Hughes on the outside line. As the 83 and the 2X working together. Also Ed Palumbo in this mix. Alexei Salviev as well. Craig Marizon in this mix. So a little pack here. Be interesting to see what happens as Franco Alvarez closes in on Lucas Sniffer. You see Sniffer up there in that 21 car kind of running by himself. And these guys are going to have a head of steam when they catch up to Lucas Sniffer. As we take a look at out of the back of Lucas Sniffer as those guys go around. And he sees him go, and can he tag onto the back of those guys? 45 laps in, and Alvarez is the leader. And it looks like maybe Sniffer might be able to tag onto the back of these guys. So we'll look at Franco Alvarez in the 83 car. Team Swoop. Tire Pro sponsor machine. Here on lap 45. So good racing here. One caution flag. 45 laps in. This is exactly what we want to see out of Dega. A little bit of drama. Some clean drama. Tiago in second. Ed Palumbo having a good run here in the 54, running in third. Salviev is in fourth. Sean Jacobs rounding out the top 5. Take a look at Sean Jacobs, our pole setter. He is running in the 5th position. Just behind him, Craig Marizon. Ritsky Novar is in 7th. Sifner 8th. Dana Grover is in 9th. 10th place is Josh Brink in the 2 car. A little bit of a group there, trying to close in on the leaders. 3.6 seconds behind the race leaders. These guys stay a little disorganized. That's going to help that group of three to catch up. Alvarez is the leader here on lap 47. Right now, 21 cars on the lead lap. 2X Williams-Tiago is in second. Good night here for Williams-Tiago as he comes back here to High Octane Racing League and joins back up with the Buschwackers Series, a 2X car. And Palumbo, one of our old guard HORL drivers here in the 54, having a good run in that mellow yellow sponsor machine. Take a look at Jim Willis here at that Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. He and Gordon Carter and Paul Brown, a little pack of three, running in 14th, 15th, and 16th. And Paul Brown leading that charge. It's 56. Gordon Carter just behind him. And the 53 of Jim Willis. Three Camaros running there together. Josh Brink leading this second pack. He's running in the 10th position. Lansbury, Richter, Vieira in that pack, and they've caught the front group. That's exactly what they wanted to do. And these things are going to get a little interesting here as they close in on the back of these guys. Now we've got a pack of 13 cars running together. These things get kind of sorted out. Take a look at here, Paulo Chachalowski. You see the 22. Jesus Iglesias up on the high side as Chachalowski getting by. Fedorov just ahead of him. Chachalowski in the 94 car. Just behind Eugene Fedorov in the 84. And Jesus Iglesias, that Orange Crush sponsor machine, just behind. Chachalowski looking like maybe he wants to go by. Not really going to go anywhere, so I'd probably stay in line right now with those three drivers there, Fedorov, Chachalowski, and Iglesias. That is 18th, 19th, and 20th. As Alvarez continuing to tow this field of 13 cars. Looks like they might have caught up here. Paul Brown, Gordon Carter, Jim Willis, that group have now caught up to this pack. So we've got actually a pack of 16 cars now. Dana Grover on the high side here. Now things starting to get a little interesting here. Guys maybe taking some risks here. Grover in the 89 car working on this high side, trying to get around Marizon. Does he have what it takes to be able to get around this car? He's up on there on the high side. He might get stuck there as the 60 car and the 10 getting by. Dana Grover, the 89, now tucks in as Chris Hughes into 7, gives him a lot of room. Novar gets by. Marizon gets by. Tried it up on the outside line. Not able to get much going here, but I'll tell you what, you're going to have more pit stops, I think, in store before it's over with. Take a look at the 77, Paul Brown. As Artur Vieira just in front of him. Paul Brown running in the 14th position. Peixoto might be on pit lane. We saw him pitting in that 3X machine. So Peixoto in the 3X on pit lane. As we take a look at Gilmar Peixoto finishing up his pit stop. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Things starting to get a little interesting there. Sean Jacobs on the inside as the 89 and the 10 starting to work together. Sean Jacobs, that 24 car, Dana Grover tucking in that Toyota, leaving Ritzky Novar up on the high side. Looking out of the back of Sean Jacobs' machine, Ritzky Novar and that Toyota now left up on that high side. He's going to have to try to find a way to get down on the low side, and he does. Tucks in behind his 60 car. Artur Vieta here on the move as well. Vieta on the bottom side as Dan Richter tried to work some stuff there on the outside line. And the 4 car trying to battle back with that 65. Good side-by-side battle here. And Artur Vieta working the outside or the inside line as now that outside line starting to make some moves here. We're starting to see some disorganization. Some guys have decided, hey, I'm going to go to the high side. It's time to get this car to the front. All over the back of the 83, we see that 2X. He is glued to the back of the 83 car. They're getting a little wild here, man, in this pack. These guys are starting to fight now. Givaldo Spindle in the 68 car in the middle of this as well. Givaldo running in the 22nd position in that 68 car. These guys tried to go around him, and he doesn't have anywhere to go right now. And they are 3 wide through the tri-oval. Spindle down on the bottom side as these guys get by. Spindle of those giving those guys a lot of room. Take a look at Lansbury on the high side here, working with the 65 car. Now, Paul Brown up on the high side. The 4 of Artur Vieta up on the high side. They're trying to get something going here. Novar goes to the high side. Dana Grover, my gosh, I've done that 3 times tonight. Dana Grover goes to the high side in the 89 car. These guys trying to get something working here on the high side. As Alvarez is our leader. Take a look at Josh Brake here in the 15th position. In the 2 car up on the high side, running behind Lucas Simpner. Take a look at Lucas Simpner at that 21 just ahead. Looking out, diving down to the inside line. Good run here for Brink. Is he going to go down to the inside below the 53 car? And he does. Go back up here with our race leader, the 83, Franco Alvarez. Getting some word that there may be some guys that are good on fuel. Some guys have to make a splash and go. Do we know who? No, we don't. They're being pretty tight-lipped about it. There's some private chat going on, but everybody's being pretty tight-lipped in public about what they got to do. Don't want to play your hand. A little bit of a poker match going on now. Does the 83 have enough fuel to make it to the end? 2 wide. 2 wide now as we start seeing Salviev leading that pack up on the high line. 72 car. Starting to give up a little bit of a time there now on the outside. Fedorov indicating he's got to come down pit lane. Eugene Fedorov, I believe, says he has to come down pit lane, and he is. Fedorov, 8084, late race pit stop here in the 58 car. making a pit stop. Drama unfolding here late in the race with these pit stops. Fedorov now going a lap down. Robillard a lap down. Chris Hughes, Preston Hassel, Chesmore 2 laps down. Peixoto 3 laps down. Alvarez and Thiago. We know they've worked a lot together in the Team Cha-Cha series. These guys work a lot together, so I assume they're probably teamed up here. 83 in the 2X. Bearzon now giving it a try on the outside line. Craig Bearzon in the 60. Can he get something going here on the outside line? A little bit of an organization there, but you're going to need some more help to get things moving on the outside. Through the tri-oval. Craig Bearzon shown in third right now, so he's inching ahead just a little bit. Ken Palumbo running in P4 on the inside line. Get that Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. You see like those, the bottom line a little bit better through the turns. The tri-oval and the straights, the outside line gets a good run. See that outside line starting to move here. Starting to put a little pressure. This is a little bit of a game changer here as Craig Bearzon organized on the outside. Salviev giving him a little bit of a push here. Salviev, is he going to bail? And he does. Salviev bails on Craig Bearzon here on lap 60. Salviev to the race lead. Is he going to lead this lap? And he does. Alexei Salviev now to the race lead in the 72 car. Franco Alvarez on the bottom side. Now Bearzon, as he got the car to the front, he pulled the 72, and the 72 bailed on him. Take a look at Dana Grover here in the 89, sticking behind that 60 car. Trying to get that line moving. Richter, great driver up on the outside line. Tim Lansbury likes that outside line as well. Paul Brown working this line as well, and Jim Willis into 53. This could come down to a photo finish. Too bad the camera here doesn't actually film the finish line. And you'll see what I mean when they come by. There you go. What a great camera view. Guess we'll have to trust the game to tell us actually who won. Salviev is the leader. Bearzon now closing back up there and giving him a run. Robillard indicating he's going to be pitting. The 54 has to pit. Gordon Carter is on pit lane. So now some disorganization here with guys having to come down pit lane. The 54 peels off. The 24 peels off. They're coming down pit lane. Alvarez back to the lead. Fedorov tried to tuck in. Oh, contact right there with Fedorov and the 2X. There was contact as guys try to sort it out. All take, no give right now. There was contact. My heavens, man. I mean, that got crazy. That was Thiago in that mix. Take a look at this. Watch this, man, as these guys peeled off. Those guys peeled off there. Watch this. Watch this sequence here with the 2X car. See the Salviev trying to get this car in, and the 2X says, hey, I've got that spot. There was contact right there. And almost a big accident. They got it sorted out. It's now the 60 car, the 2X indicating he's got to come down pit lane. Williams Thiago running in P3, indicating he has to come down pit lane. The 60 car and the 83 nose to tail. Can they make it to the finish as the 2X peels off the track to take some service? Here on lap 64, late race pit stops. Mixing it up a little bit, and Craig Marizon is our leader. Tiago on pit lane to take a splash of gas. Drama unfolding here in the Buschwacker Series. So drama unfolding here tonight in the Buschwacker Series at Talladega. Marizon the leader. Alvarez in second. Novar third, Vieira fourth, Sifner in fifth. Got a little bit of a breakaway there, not so much. And I think Richter might be able to close in. He's in sixth, Lansbury seventh, Brown in eighth, Brink ninth, and Salviev rounding out the top 10. Got a lap car up on the high side. Guys trying to tuck in and get around the 6X car. Givaldo lost his connection. Oh, my heavens, man. What a tough break there for Givaldo. 3 cars out of the race. Starting to get a little work up on that outside line to see if these guys can't get something organized. Take a look at the 65 car there battling Lucas Sifner. That's for the 5th position. Marizon is the leader. Richter now starting to move forward. Got a little bit of hitching there in that side-by-side there. Been talking to Will on that. And got to get a capture card, I guess. Figure that out. Didn't do it with my other computer, but it does with this one. It looks like the 10 car peeling off pit lane. Some drama. Oh, some guys missing pit lane. Some guys missed pit lane. Salviev missed his pit stall. Salviev missed his pit stall. Oh, my heavens. Drama unfolding. As Dan Richter's gone to the race lead here on lap 68. The 82, Tim Lansbury just behind him, and the 77 of Paul Brown in third. Drama unfolding late in this race. Salviev missed his pit stall. Preston Hassel back on pit lane in the 27 car. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 to go. Salviev has a penalty. He's going to have to come back down pit lane. When it rains, it pours. Now we got some lap traffic just ahead. Will it be a factor with 2 to go? The 2 car has to come down pit lane as the leaders go by. The 77 has to come down pit lane. Paul Brown in third has to make a pit stop. Can Dan Richter make it to the end? Can the 82 make it to the end? Who has to pit? Alvarez, he's made his pit stop. He's now closing back in. This could be a game changer as Paul Brown on pit lane. 1 to go here at Talladega. As Paul Brown coming in to do a splash on the last lap. Got a 4-way battle for the race win. Can these guys, 83 of the 21, and now they're closing back in on some lap traffic. Dan Richter, the race leader. Tim Lansbury is in second. Alvarez in third. Sifner fourth. Lap traffic here in the way a little bit. Dan Richter, this may be what he needs. Dan Richter up on the outside line. Lansbury trying to get around. He goes to the outside. They're 3 wide, and Dan Richter pulls off the win. Dan Richter pulls off a win and a great race here at Dega. So Dan Richter in the 65 car. Getting the race win here at Dega. What a race. So congratulations to Dan Richter. Indiana native Boom Boo Rum sponsored Ford Mustang. Getting that car into victory lane. Been a while since we've seen Dan Richter at victory lane. So what a heck of a run there for Dan Richter here at Dega. Well-deserved win and a well-deserved burnout. What a great race here at Dega. 1 caution flag and only 4 cars out of the race. 28 cars here tonight. Doesn't get any better than that, man. And nearly a photo finish. What a great, great race. Let's take a look at the results here at Dega. Talladega. Dan Richter gets the win in that 65 car. Tim Lansbury finishes in second. Franco Alvarez, good battle back there after that late race pit stop to finish in third. Lucas Hifner fourth. Good run there for him. He started in the back, man. Archie Vieira finished in the 5th position. Craig Bears on 6th. Jim Willis finished in the 7th position. Paul Brown 8th. Sean Jacobs finished in the 9th position. Ed Palumbo, good run there for him in the top 10. The big field. Ritzky Novar finishes in the 11th position. Josh Brink finishes in 12th. Jesus Iglesias finishes in the 13th position. C. William Tiago 14th. Elijah Hooper finishes in 15th in that 6X car. Dana Grover in the 89 finishes 16th. Gordon Carter finishes in the 17th position. Chris Hughes 18th. Paulo Chachalowski 19th. And Alexei Salvia, after that late race pit stop and speeding penalty, finishes in the 20th position. Todd Robillard in the 90 car had a speeding penalty, hurt him, and didn't get a caution flag to help him out to catch back up. He finished in 21st. Eugene Fedorov in the 84 car finished 22nd. Dan Chesmore 23rd. Preston Hassel 24th. Gilmar Peixoto was actually in the 25th position. Givaldo Spindler 26th. Dennis Udich in 27th. And Yogi Prasetio finishes in the 28th position. Good run there for Dan Richter in the 65 car, and we'll see if he has time to come up here and chat with us in victory lane. What a heck of a run there for the 65. So we'll see if we can't get Dan Richter up here in the booth with us. Hang on 1 second. All right, we're going to get Dan Richter up here with us in the booth. Wow, the 65 car, been a little bit of a minute or so since we've seen the 65 car in victory lane, and that had to be a sweet one here at Dega.
First thing I'd like to say is a big thank you to Tim Lansbury. His this victory is just almost as much as his as it is mine.
Man, we had some really pretty interesting drama unfold with pit stops, guys. A little bit off sequence, and it just seemed to pan out for you. Did you feel like after that pit stop, that last pit stop, you had a real shot of winning this race, or was it just a toss-up at that point?
Well, I came out with Tim, and then I think we ended up hooking up with Arthur. And I'm not sure who was in front of Tim, but the four of us. There's a pretty big gap between us and the main pack, but we worked together and was eventually able to catch up, and anything can happen from there.
I think I speak for a lot of guys in racing on that high line, that it makes you a little bit nervous to be up on the high line, especially at a place like this. How do you manage the nerve thing if you get those on the high line? How do you manage that, especially late in the race when things get a little bit more aggressive?
Yeah, just throw caution to the wind, balls to wall.
Well, going to do the boiler up for us here tonight, I'm sure, and Boom Boo Rum Company, and going to leave us some rum, and what a heck of a race for you here at Dega. You want to send a shout-out to anybody here tonight?
No, not really. I guess not. I mean, boiler up. #1 team in the country. Got to win tonight. Let's keep it rolling.
All right, man. Yeah, next week. Is it IU again next week?
Yeah, next Saturday, 18th. Yep.
All right, game on. It's going to be at Mackey this time, so that's going to be a little tougher for the IU guys.
Oh, for sure. It's
all right,
tough for everybody there.
Absolutely. You guys still do the IU sucks chant there? I'm just kind of curious about that.
I mean, of course, IU still sucks. Why wouldn't we? So, that's never going to change.
All right, man. Hey, congratulations. Good to see you in Victory Lane. Good to see an Indiana guy in Victory Lane, even if you are wearing the gold and black.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have
a good night.
You too. That's Dan Richter up here at Victory Lane with us in the 65 car. And if you don't know the rivalry between Indiana University and Purdue University, it is intense. And good, clean fun there. And basketball is insane here in the state of Indiana. And definitely, if you're in Indiana, you're going to be glued to the TV on next Saturday to watch that race. That's for sure. Or watch that game. But congratulations to Dan Richter. He's got the TurnLeftTV logo on the side of the car, too. That's cool. And good to see him in Victory Lane. Lansbury finished in the second position, I believe, so he had a heck of a race there as well. We got some more racing headed your way this weekend, and how about this? The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action at Laguna Seca. 60-minute race coming up on February the 11th. That's tomorrow. It'll start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be broadcasting this race live right here on TurnLeftTV. You don't want to miss it. Brand new tire model, and Will Dunbar worked tirelessly over the last few days to get the car set done, considering the update just came out, and he worked his butt off, and we're ready to go here. Keep your fingers crossed for 2 p.m. tomorrow right here on TurnLeftTV. It's the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. WordPress hosting, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Please head on over to highoctaneracing.net and join us. Look at that, man. We had 28 drivers and 1 caution flag here at Talladega. Can't ask for anything better than that, man. And we brought you flag-to-flag coverage here. Please join us at highoctaneracing.net. There's a quick link to the Discord server. If you'd like to join us and hook up and race, come on out and do it. We'd love to have you. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll have Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Saturday Night Thunder. That's right. some stock cars, more stock cars this weekend, and it's the Cup Series, and it's going to be a fun one. Charlotte always is. 110 laps, race number 6, and racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Schedule here in the Buschwackers series as I turn off that screen. There we go. Next week, we'll be at Lucas Oil Raceway for a 140-lap race. And that is a great short track. About 0.6 of a mile in length, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of fun there, man. And it's a D-shaped oval, 140 laps, Lucas Oil Raceway, and it's about 40 miles from my house. So I'll see you there. Phoenix Raceway coming up on February the 24th, Kansas, and then Atlanta, the last 2 races of the season. But we got to tackle a great track there at Lucas Oil next week. Could be many more different of a track than what you saw tonight here at the Talladega. So Lucas Oil is going to be a fun one next week. Don't forget to join us. I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Hopefully we got a few new subscribers out tonight. Don't forget to hit that bell, by the way, if you are subscribed, and you'll get updates of when races are going live. You can subscribe to playlists as well. Got the GT3, the Showdown, the Buschwackers, the Saturday Night Thunder playlist, all there for you to subscribe to. And if you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button right here. And help us out. Help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. Well, congratulations to Dan Richter on getting a big win here at Talladega. What a fantastic race it was. Enjoyed it. Great job to all the drivers here tonight, man. Fantastic show they put on here tonight at Dega. That's going to do it for us for TurnLeftTV tonight. I want to get up here and join my friends and have a few beers. I am out of here.